sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this...
Guys, welcome to 2 Degrees of Separation. So we were actually just going to record an Overwatch, spoilers, we were going to record an Overwatch podcast.
Just explain how competitive is broken and how it has broken me, my spirit, and my will to live. And Blizzard also refuses to fix it. Blizzard just gives us an FU and says, there are a lot of issues with competitive. Well, here's some new skins. Here's a new map. Go F yourself.
Yeah.
But before we did that, we just finished recording a video on sports salaries, basically.
Yeah, that one's probably gone up by the time this goes up.
Right. I referenced a lot of football in it. Adam brought up stats from football players, basketball players, hockey players, a variety of things.
We were talking about football, NFL, kept saying NFL, football the entire time.
A couple times, or a few times, you're right, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, and then here's where it gets really spooky, okay?
Yeah.
Adam's got a screenshot here. He's got the date and time, everything's there, so he'll show the screenshot, and we have to show like the audio recording from what we just did.
We can prove this to you guys that we
can show the audio file basically that we just recorded for the sport one, and last update and everything like that, but or just date created. And okay, I know we digress, but Adam, what's the notification you just got on your phone not 5 minutes after we finished talking about sports salaries, NFL, NHL, NBA? What notification did you get on your phone?
So I turn on my phone, and on the lock screen, we'll put the picture up right now, but it's Madden Mobile Coins started following you on Instagram.
If anyone who doesn't know what Madden is, Madden's a football series. It's been around for a long time. Madden NFL, right?
Yeah.
On all your consoles. It's the football video game. Now, conveniently, or just by sheer coincidence or chance, Adam had them follow him about 5 minutes after we stopped talking about football and sports. Adam's phone has been right beside him here the entire time. It's been right beside the
laptop, beside the microphone.
So,
so first of all, I don't follow anything sports related on Instagram. I never have searched anything. Mm-hmm. So there's no logical reason for them to start following me. Yeah, Josh can, so can my parents, so can my wife. Everyone that's ever known me can be like, this kid.
That gym teacher you had?
That gym. Oh, Mr. Donaldson. I'm so sorry, Mr. Donaldson. I probably was your worst nightmare. But anyway, so, and actually we had this conversation the last time I was here.
Yep.
We were talking about, I'll just very briefly, I was talking to my parents for whatever reason. This is what we talk about. We were talking about Triscuits. And then I go on my Instagram, right away, advertisement for Triscuits, which I've never seen before.
I've had an odd one where I was talking about yoga with people at work, and we may do a video on that, but just my thoughts on it in general. Excuse me. And now, I can't remember if I Googled something or not, but regardless, I saw a sponsored ad on Instagram the next day for yoga.
Yeah.
And so I know it can be connected with Google and everything. That makes sense. That's still frustrating knowing that pretty much everything you search will pop up somewhere else, even on other platforms. So you search something on Google, that can pop up on Instagram, that can pop up on Facebook, because it's all being shared. The data is being shared. You essentially have no privacy. Yeah. And that's what we're talking about here, the classic whistleblower Edward Snowden and everything on how the U.S. is spying on people and how everyone is. Now, here's the problem, though. Collecting data from texts, emails, random messages on platforms, not understandable, not justified, but makes sense, right? You can understand why it makes sense.
Yeah,
but
it's an invasion of privacy.
It is, but it's understandable how your phone data will be essentially just transmitting what you typed, right? Yeah. You're punching in all those keys and spelling words, so it makes sense that data can be collected and transmitted. Now, actually listening to you, having the microphone on, using the microphone to hear what you're talking about to then potentially prompt ads. Huge difference, entirely different topic. Now again, this could be coincidence. It's just so strange. But also, how would that Madden thing know?
Because
open it for me, please.
Okay.
Just to see what the profile is. Is it a profile with 5 followers or something like that? It's just how would that know? You know what I mean? It's so strange because it's not a company getting it. It's just a random Instagram account.
Yeah.
Unless Instagram is somehow notified and you came up. Here's what I'm thinking happened. We talked about it. The data got transferred because of listening to the microphone. That went to the data collection agency. Okay, fuck me. Sorry, this is kind of what I thought, but that data maybe went to the collection, or it goes from the collection agency to then Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram starts dishing it out, picture just, a tree growing and branching off into all sorts of different people. Yeah. And so this Madden Mobile Coins guy got a recommendation for Adam because, say, he was talking about sports-related things such as football.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're actually going to do this now. The topics we talk about, we're going to try to keep them, we know what we're talking about, so that doesn't make sense. But we're going to try to remember what we're talking about. So if we notice anything on our phone that's suspicious, like this, literally 5 minutes after we finish talking about sports and especially football, Adam has Madden Mobile Coins, follow him on Instagram. Now, this is kind of what I thought, where it's, 10 posts, 230 followers. So it's kind of weird. And again, it's for Madden, right? It's for basically buying coins in the video game to purchase stuff that Adam will never purchase in his entire life. But it's just the fact that...
But it is something that wants to sell you things.
Right.
Yeah. And that's
so
the thing.
It's the amount of time then, if this actually happened the way we thought, the amount of time it took for us to talk about this, for that data to be transferred, recommended to someone, that person to see it and then utilize it, that's insane.
Yeah.
Because even if we give the 5 minutes to it, that video we did was about 25 minutes. So this is in roughly 30 minutes. Us talking about the video for 25 minutes, 5 minutes of nothing, come back, and we're going to do that Overwatch thing and how they botched competitive big time still. This pops up.
Yeah. It's insane. I'm looking through all of my other pages that have followed me in the last little while. It's all video game stuff, Pokemon stuff like that. Like, it's all... things that I actually search.
Right, then that makes
Instagram.
sense, yeah.
They all make sense. Star Wars stuff. So for this, like, I'm literally... I know it probably sounds like we're rambling a little bit, but I'm, like, shook. I am, like...
okay. No, if you say that word again, I'll punch you in the face. We're going to talk about that, too. Kids and their goddamn language these days. Or their non-existent language. I'm turning on the Wi-Fi because I want to see if anything pops up for me, but... You
saw my face when I turned that on. We were just about to... Like, I was just about to hit record.
Yeah.
I turned on my phone to look at that. And I showed it to you. I was like, Josh, like, look at this.
Like, Adam is white as a damn ghost.
Yeah.
He went, picture the ghost of a snowman. Adam went the ghost of a snowman.
Holy shit. Yeah, you're right. That's what I was.
You know what? Wait. I think, is that a good name, like, for a band, Ghost of a Snowman?
Ghost of a Snowman. Would it be, like... It would definitely be, like, a...
Because I started a band, too. My second one was called Ghost Blood. I like that.
Oh, that's where you got your...
Yeah. But Ghost of a Snowman, I like that.
They're gonna be like Linkin Park. They're that kind of band.
You think so? Okay, I could see that bit of sort of like electronic, and then but some real heavy stuff in there, a bit of hardcore, some screaming. I could dig that for sure.
Maybe
I pictured them being a little more kind of post-hardcore, like a good underground, post-hardcore band.
Okay.
That's got that poppy stuff with the upbeat singing and everything you like, but they really know how to break it down and just. Boom.
Yeah, the other thing I thought was like kind of like a Weezer kind of.
No, not at all.
I think
nothing.
So.
No, Weezer's amazing, but nothing like Weezer. I got you into them, or no, you found out about them. Then were asking me for song recommendations. I remember that.
Yeah, I was googling. Yeah, I was listening to them all night, and then I talked to you in the morning about it. Yeah.
And I'll sound like such a douche, but still, Buddy Holly is my favorite song by them, I think. I love it.
It's probably my favorite,
Great
too.
song, great video, great guitar solo. Oh, it's just awesome.
Hashpipe.
That's a good one, too.
Hashpipe is great. What was the other one I was just...
We're really not talking about Weezer in this
episode. But we'll do a whole episode on Weezer. But this is like... This was just something else,
Yeah,
right?
this was Adam looking like the ghost of a snowman because...
Yeah.
There's no reason for that to pop up. But again, we got to be skeptical about this. Okay, we have to look in it. Scrutiny here. It could be coincidence. It's weird that it just happened to follow you 5 minutes after we finished basically talking about sports and football.
To me, it can't be a coincidence. I mean, I honestly do believe... I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but I honestly do believe that cell phones...
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like crazy to not think that they're all
right. There are so many stories of it. I also had one recently that I feel like I'm making it up, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But I remember I remember being so confused and sort of worried for a brief moment as seeing something on an ad that I had been talking about before. That one I know I didn't search, but anyway, I was talking about something, and then I see it coming up in ads, in the feed, and I thought, okay, pure coincidence. This just happened to show up. I happened to talk about it the other day. If I talked about it the day after, doesn't mean a thing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't even give it a second thought.
Yeah.
But because it came up, after the day I talked about it, it kind of spooks you.
Well, and I know, I've had that. I've had lots of times where it's days later or hours later.
Yeah.
But this one, just how fast it was, and the fact that I never get followers like that, like it's just too much evidence for me.
I know. I'm not getting anything yet. Hang on, let me check something else.
But
I want to see if anything
one other
pops
thing
up,
I'll mention, if you guys want to find a really good kind of video on this on YouTube, there's one where it was a guy and his girlfriend. They were talking. They did an experiment, actually. I was telling you about this.
Well, that's what I want us to do with this now.
Yeah,
because we're going to keep talking about stuff.
Yeah, we're going to do this now. But the guy, they talked about cat food for an entire day, and then the next day, ads on their Facebook, Instagram, everything for cat food.
Mm-hmm.
When they don't have cats, they've never looked for it before, so there's no reason for them to get those ads.
And that would almost seem like definitive proof, basically.
Yeah, saying...
Now, the thing is with that, you have to repeat it. In science, things have to be testable and repeatable.
Yeah.
So if you can test it again and get the same results...
Yeah.
Then again, that's what we're going to try to do now. Yeah. I don't know how their algorithm works for looking into this or collecting the data, then sending it. Plus, it could be where, say with this guy, whoever runs this Madden Coins thing, they only have 230 followers, 10 posts, looks pretty recent. So, it could be a guy who's desperate for it and is like, F yeah, let me, subscribe to this guy. Maybe he'll subscribe back. Where other people, they get the data, they just don't care. They maybe check your profile as it's a recommendation thing, and they're like, this guy's, okay, in your case, like, this guy's all about, like, Pokemon and games, and why am I going to try to follow him? I'm like NBA cool 2K19 channel, like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense.
They're like, he seems like a cool guy. We gotta... No. But anyway, another thing I just wanted to mention, it's not like there's someone, like, a lot of people picture, like, an FBI guy listening to every, like, there's no one listening to every word me and Josh are saying, obviously, but it's keywords. So it's like, so my phone was sitting here the whole time, and you and I, between the two of us, we probably said NFL, football, sports.
At least, 10 to 20 times, probably?
Yeah, so it's picking up keywords. That's what it's listening for.
And then its algorithm, I'm assuming, processes it, takes that data, transfers it to where it has to go. And again, if you picture a tree branching out and all the branches, goes to all those different places. Like, you can check later today, but even tomorrow, maybe you'll see something on Facebook for football.
I'm gonna be looking later,
You should.
Yeah.
Because it's really bizarre. And what would get actually even stranger is, say, your wife saw some on it.
Yeah.
As if it went to hers, goes to a friend of yours on your Facebook or Instagram, that whatever.
Yeah.
I won't see it because I don't have Adam on Instagram because I don't care. So,
which that's a whole other thing.
Sure, we can talk about that some other time if you want.
That's actually,
I can justify it completely.
That's actually one of the funniest things about you is that you know exactly, like, Josh isn't following me on Instagram, and the only reason he's doing it is because he knows it's driving me insane.
I leave comments for him though.
He'll leave like trolling comments on my photos. There's literally one where I'm like, it's like such a sweet post. I'm like, this is my favorite place in the world. And Josh comments like, who gives a shit?
No, I think I specifically said, wow, you've been everywhere in the world. Like, great, you picked this spot.
Something that was one. That was another one where I said something else. I was like, or that was the one where I'm like, I found this maze on the island, on Zuckerberg Island. And you were like, who gives a shit?
Oh, something like that. Yeah, kind of.
But anyway, Josh, he knows that it's like slowly driving me insane that he's not following me.
I do, and I like it.
But anyway,
hang on, we're gonna cut it there. But yeah, that's a video we want to give you today. Just blows our minds that happened to show up there. Again, can be just sheer coincidence, right? It can be chance. We don't know. It is strange that it just happened like this right after we stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
So we can't prove it. It's just really bizarre, kind of spooky. I'm really curious to see what Adam will find in the next day or two, or especially if he checks on like Facebook or other things to use. Hell, even YouTube might pop up something. I doubt it, but it's possible.
There might be in my suggested videos.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised
if you start seeing some like 2018 NFL highlights or 2017 NFL highlights. Sorry, let me know because that's crazy.
I might even just like shoot myself if I see that.
No, you should watch the highlights first, then you can shoot.
Oh, okay, yeah. But last thing I want to say before we go, don't buy these in-home devices. There's like the Amazon. I think it's the Amazon Echo.
Is it Alexa?
And, I think Google is Alexa.
Okay.
But like these ones, if you're buying those and putting them in your house, you're just inviting it into your house.
For sure. Hell, even with smart TVs.
Even smart TVs, the ones that you can. But like those things. it's not even a question if they're listening to you, because they always are. Because I could
Did
be
they
sitting
use
here,
one in a murder trial? Listening in the home?
Yeah, I think I saw that. But like, I could be sitting here right now, and if Josh had one, I could just say, Alexa, play blah blah.
Yeah.
Like it is always listening to you. And if you think that data, that information, it's the same thing. It's picking up keywords that you're saying.
Yeah.
And then it's sending them to Google, who sends it to all the people that run ads with Google, so that then Walmart can give you ads for, maybe you were talking about, I need to get a new, whatever, sleeping bag.
It's like a very, I was going to say with the smart TVs too, and we don't want to keep it any longer. It's already 15 minutes. We thought this was going to be like 5 just ranting about it, but it's a very circular, sort of circuitous motion that goes to basically from your phone to that, algorithm, the collection, we'll say, and then to the processing of it, and then to the transferring of it to those companies, and then back to you. I can probably put some very crude diagram for that, but it just goes in a circle from what you're looking at or talking about through that whole process right back to you, trying to get you to look into things, buy things, see things, anything like that.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing where we are today, but
it is.
Yeah, that's why I don't even use the fingerprint scanner on my phone. I never did it. I don't want my fingerprint on there.
Yeah, there was, and you know what? People were joking when they first came out with that, like right away, like somebody's going to lose their thumb because of this. Like somebody's going to steal a phone, and they're also going to cut off the guy's thumb. And there was a case of it in the States.
That's awful. I thought they would just find a lot of people who should be arrested because they're scanning it with their fingerprint and be like, oh, that's that guy. We have his prints. He's like, skipped town when we got a warrant for him.
Yeah.
He's over here now. GPS, let's get him. All right, anyway, sorry to keep you guys so long. We appreciate you listening. Tune in again sometime soon, as we're going to let you know if we find anything else, because this has been very strange.
It has been. Like I said, I'm shook.
He means he is shaken, because Adam knows how to speak proper goddamn English. All right, thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe if you want to, hear some more of this. And we'll see all of you next time. Thanks.
Be careful what you say around your phone.
Yeah, Adam's a douche. Bye.